What's going on, friends? Sam Prentice here, back once again. Valerion have just sent me their VisionMaster 2 4K projector. I'm super excited about this because I don't often get projectors sent through. In fact, I've never got a projector through. I don't even know where I was going with that. I've never been sent a projector before, but this one looks absolutely fantastic. And of course, it came in via email. They said, hey, would you look at reviewing this product? And I was like, absolutely. Now, as you probably know, we've got a new studio here. I've just got a new TV on the wall, so it's a bit of a shame really, but we're going to be using this in the living spaces inside of the house. We're going to test it out. Now, this projector will scale up to a massive 300 inches, but in this video, we're going to be using the provided screen, which is 120 inches. Now, I'm not being paid for this. It's not a paid review, but we're going to do a review and unboxing nonetheless, and we're going to give my usual unique spin to it. Again, I don't even know if I've got an affiliate link for this, but if there is one, it will be down in the description below. And of course, any comments, they go down in the comments section. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff if you want to, and if you find this video useful. But friends, let's get straight on into this one. Here we go.
You are watching a master at work.
So we're running a 2-camera setup today. I've got one above and I've got one below. Let's open this with a screwdriver, the safest way to open any box, of course. So I've been reading quite a lot online about this, and I wasn't sure. Sometimes you get, people reach out to you and say, hey, would you review this product? And then you never see the product. Sometimes you give them information and they just never reply. So that kind of sucks. So this was one of those because I'm not a content creator for this particular genre. Oh my God. But it's just arrived yesterday. Oh, this looks nice. We do love a box in a box. And I tell you what, this box, oh my God. Okay, so it says 300 inches on here. It's RGB, it's 4K. I'm reading a lot of stuff online, what people have been saying about this, but if you're looking to buy one, you're looking at around about £2,699 on Amazon. But it does look the business already. The box, you can always tell something is a quality item by the box usually. So let's slip this out here. This is nice. What a lovely thing to be unboxing. Again, the runner, oh my God. What is this? Okay, a box and a box and a box. And now we have this absolutely insane carry case. I guess, of course, if you're going to be using this, well, I've kind of thought about where I would use this, and we're going to set it up in the house. But I did think if we were going to do like a Halloween party, we're going to play some movies in the garden or something like that, I could use that pull down 120 screen, pop it on a table, pop it on a tripod, and play some movies on it. And oh my word, this is great. Look at this. So this is the carry case. You're not going to want to throw this away. This is foam. Why don't more people do this? This is amazing. Absolutely unbelievable. So we've got step 1 and step 2, how to take it out of the box here. So we're going to lift this part out first. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so we're going to have some cables, I'm guessing, in here. We've also got a big fat manual, Hollywood standard in your home. Again, this might be leading into other things. This might need me to then go, got UK power supply. Everything's really neat. Wow, here's the remote control. It might lead into other things. I might need to get like a full sound system when this thing comes out. Look at that. Wow, that is a lovely remote control. It feels, this is aluminium, I think. Quality. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that good. Hands down, I didn't think it was going to be that good. We've got the little battery compartment on the back here, which we just undo. That's nice. Okay, enough about the remote control. That's not the most exciting part. Okay, so we've got the power supply here. We do have a big fat connector on the end of that one. It's quite a big boy. So that's step 1. Step 2 is actually getting this out of the box. Look at it. Okay, does it say any special way? It says to tilt it. Okay, so let's tilt it and pull it back. There we go. It's quite heavy. It's heavier than I thought it was going to be. But this box, there's so many different applications for boxes like this. Like, this works really well for this, but that is a good suggestion for anything that's maybe portable, like a 3D scanner. We should be doing that. This is insane. Okay, so we've got like a chrome effect to this. It's chrome and black. There's some lights on the top. Oh my word. This, it does look high end. I'm actually really excited because this looks absolutely amazing. Look at that. Oh, we got, I don't even want to do anything crazy with it. Okay, let's have a look. On the back here, I'm not going to knock anything, am I, if I... Good. I'm even worried about putting it down on its front here. Okay, so on the back here, we do have the power cable. We have a digital input. We've got a USB 3, a USB 2, 3 HDMI cables, and an audio out for headphones and your LAN connector, along with a power button here. Again, everything on this looks so high end, and it weighs probably about 8 kilos, I'd say, 7-8 kilos as a guesstimate. So the videos I've seen online with this, I don't know if it does the projector any favors, to be honest with you. So filming on my camera and filming on a wall, I don't really know if that's going to give you really the best maybe example or opinion on how that goes down. We're going to try it anyway. I'm going to put it onto this wall and we'll see how it looks. But I'll give you the full rundown on actually if I think it's a quality item. But it certainly feels, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to print a frame for it and put it on the ceiling. I think this is going to need, oh, there's a little shelving part on the back here as well. How does that come out? It looks like a quality piece of equipment, and I don't know how this moves out. I don't want to break it. I can just flick it out. Okay, so there's a little part here, little part to just kick it up in the air. Now, according to the website, this is supposed to autofocus. There's a camera, I believe, in the front here, and it'll look at the image and it'll basically autofocus. And then if there's any skew or anything like that, it'll sort all that out. So without further ado, let's get this thing plugged in and see what happens.
Whether you're a hobbyist, a student or a pro engineer, PCBWay.com has you covered. From simple 2-layer boards to complex multi-layer designs, they offer high-quality PCBs with fast turnaround and competitive pricing. Plus, their assembly service and 3D printing options make them the one-stop shop for makers, so visit PCBWay.com and turn your ideas into reality. Thank you once again to PCBWay for sponsoring this channel. Now, straight out of the box, the Valerion VisionMaster 2 makes a bold first impression. It's a sleek, cube-shaped unit with chrome accents and a polished finish, which really makes it feel more luxury tech than a typical projector. It's also not lightweight. It comes in at just over 15 pounds, giving it a real sense of substance. On the front, you've got a motorized lens paired with built-in sensors for autofocus and auto-keystone correction. Meanwhile, it'll handle alignment and focus automatically right out of the box. Some of the top features are the far-field microphone array for hands-free Google Assist control, along with a physical switch to disable the mics if you want that privacy. On the sides, well, they're all about ventilation, while underneath there's a 1/4-inch mounting thread for your ceiling or tripod mounting, plus adjustable feet for quick tilt setup. On the back, hidden under the magnetic cover, you've got all the connectivity that you could want. 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, 1 HDMI 2.0, along with eARC, USB 3 and 2, optical audio out, Ethernet, headphone jack, and the power button. And let's not forget, this is also Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.2, which are all built in. So drilling down on the hardware, this unit runs a quad-core ARM Cortex-A73 processor running at 1.4 gigs. Paired with a Mali G52 MC1 GPU. Brightness is rated at 3000 ISO lumens, covering a stunning 110% of the REC 2020 color space, which is huge for color accuracy. It also supports HDR10 and HDR10+, Dolby Vision, HLG, IMAX. It also claims 15,000 to 1 native contrast when you enable the enhanced black level or EBL feature. This is because the EBL technology significantly enhances black details during viewing, providing a much more impressive and immersive experience. You can also throw up an image of 300 inches or more. That's thanks to its motorized optical zoom and short throw ratio of 0.9 to 1. You can also get a 100-inch image from just over 6 feet away, which gives you some serious flexibility in a room layout, especially compared to most standard throw-up projectors. The projector runs on the Google TV platform, which gives you access to all major streaming apps, including Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+, and Apple TV. No side loading required. It's fast, smooth, and surprisingly snappy. You can also use the built-in microphones for voice commands, or the Bluetooth backlit remote, which has dedicated buttons for Google Assist, app shortcuts, and key settings. Navigation is pretty seamless, and you don't need line of sight for the projector, which is a big win there. you've got a suite of several picture modes: 7 SDR, 7 HDR, plus Dolby Vision Bright and Dark, IMAX Enhanced, and Filmmaker mode. For the calibrators out there, there are 2-point and 20-point white balance, full gamma control tuning, custom color space selection, plus apparently, according to people online, if you set this to native and not auto, it helps avoid green cast. Now here are where things really start to shine, at least according to others in this space who have also put it through its paces. Several reviewers have measured the brightness of being around 3800 ANSI lumens, which is actually higher than Valerion's official 3000 lumen spec. That suggests punchy brightness even in rooms of mild ambient light. Reported colour performance has also been impressive, with vivid tones, accurate whites, and sharp detail across both movie and gaming content. As for black levels, a typical challenge for DLP projectors, enabling enhanced black level or EBL. On that feature, setting it to low seems to also help the unit punch above its weight. Shadowing details appear well preserved, with reviewers noting impactful contrast and minimal artifacts like pumping. Now, if you're a gamer, you're going to absolutely love this one. With game mode and DLP turbo enabled, Valerion claims input latency of 4 milliseconds at 1080p 240Hz, 9 milliseconds at 120Hz, and around 16 milliseconds at 60Hz. That's seriously competitive, even for fast-paced titles. Now, I didn't hook up any latency meters myself, but from experience, the gameplay felt smooth, responsive, and totally dialed in. Controls were tight, and visuals were sharp with no noticeable delay. Honestly, it was so immersive, I had to remind myself I wasn't actually in the game. This VisionMaster 2 also supports 3D. Unfortunately, I wasn't sent the glasses, but make sure you check out other reviewers who have been sent those to get a full rounded review. And I'll remind myself to put those content creators in the description down below, so check them out. Now, audio-wise, you've got some options. eARC support for optical out, also a headphone jack, which is WOSI compatible for wireless surround, and built-in 2 speakers, which are 12 watt, which are also DTS-X and Dolby Audio certified. They're surprisingly clear and great for casual use. In my instance, though, I added some Sony Wi-Fi speakers up to it, and that worked just fine. But again, standard 12 watt speakers, don't expect any booming bass. Fan noise, I measured around 31 to 32 decibels, even on full widescreen. It's not silent, but it's definitely quiet enough not to distract from viewing. Now, Valerion didn't just send me the projector, they went all in. I also received their 120-inch motorized screen and ceiling mount bracket, which I have to say are both really well thought out. Everything there feels premium, solidly built, and clearly designed with real-world use in mind.
Oh, there's a little bit of plastic on it. We're going to have to take the plastic off. Hey, that's exciting. Oh, the plastic's coming off. Look at that. As if by magic. In you go. Yeah, look at that.
A few holes drilled in the wall and ceiling later, and boom, we are ready for a proper big screen cinema movie night. Or was it? That being said, you do need to think ahead when it comes to cable management. This isn't a 2-minute slap together job. The power cables are fairly short, and if you're running HDMI, audio or optical out, especially to the ceiling mount, you're going to need to route everything properly to avoid tangle or regret later. Mounting the projector up high wasn't just for an aesthetic choice, it was strategy. With a rambunctious 4-year-old running around, keeping it out of reach seemed like a smart move. Same goes for the screen, it's best to keep it retracted when you're not using them, trust me. One of the slickest features? Well, it's the motorized screen that works off of a USB trigger. So the moment you power on the projector, the screen glides down automatically. Turn it off? Well, quietly it lifts back up again. And if you're wondering, yes, you can also customize the lower limit. All you do is press pause and down simultaneously on the remote until it beeps and vibrates. Repeat the combo once it's at the preferred drop height, and it'll save the settings after you have the second confirmation beep. It's easy, but how practical has this been over the past couple of weeks, and has it really worked out for me?
So as far as practicality goes, I might have gone a little bit over the top with the screen size, and that's a me thing. That's me all over, in fact. 120 inches probably isn't for everybody, and maybe I should have gone a little bit smaller, bearing in mind that the last television, which is just over there, is only 55 inches.
But of course, size doesn't really matter, does it?
And to be honest, if I'd been given the choice, I probably would have gone even bigger. But as it happens right now, well, it's taking up an entire wall.
Hello, wall.
So I'd say if you're looking at a projector for yourself, really the practicality on your actual space is going to be paramount. Now in the house here, we do run a 55-inch frame Samsung, and in the studio we run an 85-inch frame Samsung. And that's going to work from a practical perspective, because certainly if you don't have the space to have the throw for the projector, and again, this thing will do 100 inches at just over 6 feet. The practicality of this, of 120 inches, is pretty cool. I must say though, the family and friends that have been around to see this have been literally bowled over by it, and cinema nights are certainly on the cards. So as you can see behind me and also to my right hand side, we've got a window and we've also got some French doors here. The sun rises literally straight into this room. So it is going to wash it out, unfortunately, for the most part. But right now, and it doesn't do it justice on the camera, unfortunately, but the quality is absolutely amazing, even when you're playing Doom.
I guess my only real criticism is that my current TVs use a satellite dish on the side of the house to pick up UK television. That's connected through a coaxial cable that delivers standard terrestrial channels via FreeSat. Now this projector doesn't have that option, but it could have that option with an external device. And when I tried to open BBC iPlayer, well, it threw an error every time that I opened it. So from a usability perspective, it's 100% spot on for movies, Netflix, YouTube, and of course, gaming. But overall, the performance, the hardware, and the practicality of installation has just been wonderful. I really like the autofocus feature. I was a bit dubious at first, but it works great. And honestly, it's an epic piece of equipment, and I'm truly glad that they reached out to me for me to take a look at this. And there are even more add-ons on their website, and if this video gets good traction, I'd love to try some of those out in the future. As I mentioned before, hooking into that gigabit LAN port and adding a NAS box to the network makes perfect sense, and I've already started making connections to bring you that kind of content. So I guess the big question is, should you buy one? Well, if it certainly meets your criteria and you've got the room to do it, absolutely 100% this is a brilliant buy. I want to thank Valerion for sending me this amazing product, and obviously you guys for watching at home. Also a special thank you to our sponsors PCBWay and Polymaker. Links of course will be down in the description below. If you want to hit this video up with a little like, if you want to put a comment down, please put it in the comment section below. And if you fancy subscribing, well, you know where the button is. Friends, we will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now.
You are watching a master at work.